Good morning. I know it's early, y'all, and this isn't church, but good morning. Thank you. Welcome to all of you. My name is Brian McAdoo, and I'm the Director of Undergraduate Studies in the Earth and Climate Sciences program here at the Nicholas School of the Environment. Today, with all of you, we celebrate the accomplishments of your extraordinary students who we've had the privilege of getting to know over the last 4 years. I work with a world-class team of faculty and staff who engage with these fine young adults that you have raised. I want to recognize some members of that team now. First are my fellow Director of Undergraduate Studies who guide our students through their academic programs, research opportunities to study abroad opportunities, summer internships, and of course, which classes to take. I'll also introduce some of the staff members who keep everything running smoothly in our programs. First is Dr. Dalia Patino-Echeverri, the Director of Undergraduate Studies for the Environmental Sciences and Policy program. Dr. Jim Clark, the Associate Director of Undergraduate Studies for the Environmental Sciences and Policy program. Dr. Tom Schultz, the Director of Undergraduate Studies for our Marine Sciences and Conservation program. And last but not least, Dr. Megan Dunphy-Daly, the Director of the Duke University Undergraduate Research Scholars Program and the Associate Dean for Experiential Education and Undergraduate Research. Like every good ship needs a captain and crew. The crew here is pretty fantastic. Supporting our environmental sciences and policy program and the Earth and Climate Science programs here on the Durham campus, we have David Bjorkback and Katie Wood. And supporting the Marine Science and Conservation program at the Marine Lab, we'd like to give a big thank you. Our Katie Wood, Amanda Cole, Gwendy Womble, and Kathleen Dunn. And of course, today we'd like to give a big thank you to all of our wonderful staff who are helping with the undergraduate ceremony today. Thank you, guys. Seated beside the stage are some of the faculty who have taught our students and faculty and advised them, mentored them in their research, and taken them on transformative field experiences around the world. We have faculty from our Durham campus as well as some from the Marine Lab in Beaufort, North Carolina, our campus on the coast. Our faculty. Okay, I want to run through a few logistics for this morning's exercise. Today we will recognize each one of the undergraduate majors and celebrate some special awards. A reception will follow directly afterwards, right outside Wilson Rec. We'll get a chance to meet with all of you and take some pictures because it's a lovely day. Thank you, it's not too hot. Students, immediately after the ceremony, will take a group photo here on the stage. So please, please, please don't leave the gym until we do that. With that, I'm pleased to welcome Dr. Lori Benier, the Stenback Dean of the Nicholas School of the Environment, to share a few congratulatory remarks. Dean Benier.
Thank you, Brian, and good morning. To our graduates, today is your day. We're here to celebrate what you've done and, just as importantly, who you've become during your time at Duke. What strikes me most about this class is the range of ways you've engaged with the environment. You've done research in labs and in the field, worked on real-world policy challenges, studied ecosystems from the coast to the mountains, and in many cases, far beyond North Carolina. You've taken on problems that don't come with clean answers, and you've stuck with them anyway. That matters, because the environmental challenges you've been studying, climate change, biodiversity, energy, environmental health, aren't getting simpler. If anything, they're getting more complicated, more interconnected, and yes, sometimes more contested. But here's the good news. You're ready for that. You've learned how to ask hard questions, how to work across disciplines, and how to keep going when the path forward isn't obvious. And that is exactly what this moment requires. And you won't be doing it alone. When you graduate, you join a community, thousands of Nicholas School alumni and hundreds of thousands of Duke University alumni who are out there doing this work every day. That's probably the greatest gift you get from your Duke education, is that powerful and amazing network of fellow alumni. So use that network. Stay connected. It's one of the most valuable things you have. Wherever you go, whether it's directly into environmental work or somewhere less obvious, I hope you carry this perspective with you. Because the truth is, there's no longer any such thing as a career that sits outside of the environment. If you're heading into finance, you'll be shaping how capital flows, what gets built, what scales, and what doesn't. If you're going into consulting, you'll be advising organizations on strategy, operations, and risk, many of which are increasingly tied to climate, energy, and sustainability. If you're going into medicine, you'll see firsthand how environmental conditions shape human health, everything from air quality to heat to water access. Those decisions matter. They shape real outcomes in the world. And even if your day job doesn't have environment in the title, your influence doesn't stop at the office. As a community member, a citizen, a volunteer, you still have the ability to push for smarter, more sustainable choices in the places where you live and work. So however you define your career, I hope you see it as connected to something bigger, because it is. So today, let's take a moment to celebrate. You've earned it. And then go out and do what Nicholas School graduates do best. Take on problems that don't have easy solutions and make progress anyway. Congratulations.
Good morning again, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to the graduates of the Earth and Climate Sciences program. Will the Earth and Climate Sciences graduates please gather at the right side of the stage? And while they're doing that, I'm going to have our fit for our staff here who are going off script, but these guys don't know this, but exactly 35 years ago at this weekend, I was a graduate of the Proto Earth and Climate Sciences program, so welcome to an exclusive club. The following graduates will receive the Bachelor of Science in Earth and Climate Sciences. Connor Biswell. Connor is a double major in Earth and Climate Sciences and Chemistry, coming from Rossville, Kansas. He is a member of the Gaia Lab under the direction of Dr. Michael Kipp and Dr. Rosa Gregorian. In his time at Duke, he was able to study away in southern India and to teach students as well as himself. He also tried to stay involved on campus with clubs, including the following: the Duke Chorale, the Duke Student Government, SOFC, the Tour Guides, and Experiential Orientation. Congratulations, Connor. Josh Guzman. Josh is a climate scholar, double majoring in environmental sciences and earth and climate sciences. He conducted a research thesis in the Bernhardt Lab studying the effects of forest mortality and saltwater intrusion on soil, carbon dioxide, and methane emissions in coastal ecosystems. Next year, he'll be back on campus to pursue a Master's in Environmental Management in the Nicholas School. Congratulations, Josh.
Good morning. My name is Tom Schultz, and I'm Director of the Undergraduate Studies for the Marine Science and Conservation major. Will the Marine Science graduates please gather to the right side of the stage? The following graduates are receiving their Bachelor of Arts in Marine Science and Conservation. First up, Jane Curry. Jane majored in marine science and conservation with a minor in Spanish. Some of her best memories from the past 4 years are from working as a director and orientation leader for Project Waves, as well as a youth-based basketball coach through the organization Coach to Inspire. She spent 2 summers at the Duke University Marine Lab and worked with Dr. Juliet Wong on a senior thesis studying how eastern oyster larvae are responding to climate change. Next year, she is pursuing a joint Nicholas Fuqua Master's degree in Business, Climate, and Sustainability. Samantha George. Samantha is a Rachel Carson Scholar who double majored in marine science and environmental science and policy. She conducted research in the Wong Lab where she studied how oysters respond to environmental change, and also worked for the Duke Community Science Initiative where she led after-school programs and summer camps. Samantha is grateful for all the wonderful professors and mentors she's met through the Nicholas School and is excited to pursue a career in marine science and conservation and education. All right, next we have Hannah Beachy. As a marine science and conservation major on the pre-health track, Hannah has dedicated her undergraduate career to exploring the intersection between environmental conservation, medicine, and human rights. She is grateful to the Marine Medicine Scholars Program and Duke's Human Rights Center that has enabled her to pursue research in both marine mammal biochemistry and community-based environmental justice initiatives that strengthen food security, education, and rights to truth across North Carolina communities. Next fall, Hannah will begin a Master's in Social Ecological Resilience for Sustainable Development at the Stockholm Resilience Center before ultimately pursuing a medical and PhD training. Shantae Davis. Shantae pursued dual degrees in marine science and conservation and journalism, arts, and media. She was a research assistant for Love the Oceans in Mozambique freshman year. As a junior, she conducted independent research at the Marine Lab on offshore wind and sea turtles and studied abroad in Belgium, France, and the Faroe Islands as part of Duke Immerse. Her expansive leadership and involvement at Duke earned her the Community Sentinel Award for Environmental Stewardship, the Distinguished Leadership Award, and the William J. Griffith University Service Award. Shantae will be an Environmental Education Fellow at Osprey Wilds in Minnesota. Lizzie Glazer. Lizzie is a Robertson Scholar and Rachel Carson Scholar pursuing a double major in marine science, conservation, and neuroscience with a minor in biology. Lizzie served as president of the Duke Sustainable Ocean Alliance, leading initiatives that promote ocean conservation. Her leadership has earned her honors, including the Duke Climate Commitment Award and the Forever Duke Leadership Award. As a NOAA Halling Scholar, Lizzie conducted research in Maui on humpback whales responding to voice noise, which became her graduation with distinction senior thesis. Ruth Havener. Ruth is a marine science and conservation major and a Rachel Carson Scholar. This year, she worked with Dr. Juliet Wong to complete a senior thesis investigating how sea urchins could be used to improve oyster aquaculture. After graduation, she plans to take a gap year in North Africa after applying to graduate school. I'll also add that she worked with me on the Duke Oyster Farm in the winter and is very cold tolerant, being from Maine. We had a lot of fun. There you go. Kira Lichtenfield. Bella. Kira is graduating with degrees in marine science and conservation and environmental science and policy. She is a Rachel Carson Scholar and participated in various research projects on whales and dolphins. She loved her time at the Marine Lab and studying abroad in Australia and is grateful for the communities she found through P. Wild and marine science. She plans to pursue a path in outdoor education and marine mammal research. Urena Shirai. Urena has a double major in marine science and cinematic arts and a minor in biology. Senior year, she was on the Learning from Whales Bass Connections team, where she directed and filmed a documentary on whale cell research. She also studied for a semester at the Duke Marine Lab. Thomas Tianray Tan. Thomas is a Rachel Carson Scholar pursuing dual degrees in marine science and conservation and environmental science and policy. He conducted research on coral responses to sediment stress with the Silliman Lab and was trained as a research diver in Bermuda. His global fieldwork spans across coral reefs in Australia, Bermuda, and coastal China. Beyond academics, he is a soccer analyst who has worked with the Chinese Women's Super League. After graduation, Thomas will begin a PhD at the Chinese University of Hong Kong focused on coral conservation.
Good morning, everyone. I am more than pleased to present to you the graduates for the Environmental Science and Policy programs. Will the Environmental Science and Policy graduates please gather at the right side of the stage? The following graduates are receiving the Bachelor's of Arts in Environmental Sciences and Policy. Emily Marie Arredondo. Emily pursued dual degrees in Environmental Science and Policy and International Comparative Studies. Throughout her time at Duke, she dedicated herself to various sustainability and social justice efforts. She has been particularly involved in the Sustainability Ambassadors Program since her freshman year, eventually becoming a Green Devil at Duke Dining and the Duke Gardens. Her role at the Duke Gardens evolved into an opportunity to pursue a capstone reflecting on the past-present continuum of people's relationship to the land that is now the Duke Gardens. After graduation, she hopes to continue advancing her interest in storytelling and environmental justice. Congratulations, Emily. Madeline Claudia Mayan Dean. Madeline has a double major in public policy and environmental sciences and policy with a minor in theater studies. She's grateful to the Nicholas School for the opportunity to serve as a Standback Fellow with the League of Conservation Voters in Washington, D.C. At Duke, Madeline was active in Duke Impact Investing Group, Business-Oriented Women, and the theater scene, receiving the Theater Studies Award for Excellence in Acting. After graduation, Madeline plans to pursue opportunities in consulting or branding in New York City. Congratulations. Sophie Gower. Sophie majored in environmental science and policy with a minor in economics. They were a member of Duke Women's Rowing and engaged with various athletic initiatives while also supporting research through Duke Resile. After graduation, Sophie will be pursuing their master's in public policy and global affairs at the University of British Columbia. Congratulations. Kellan Hebditch. Kellan is receiving an AB in environmental science with a minor in economics. He was active in the Undergraduate Energy and Climate Club, competed in the Global Sustainability Challenge Americas Regional, and researched the feasibility of integrating aquifer thermal energy storage into Duke University's chiller plant infrastructure. After graduation, he will join Next Era Energy Resources in West Palm Beach. Congratulations. Colin Kick. Colin is receiving a major in environmental science and policy, a minor in economics, and a certificate in innovation and entrepreneurship. As a member of the Duke's Bus Connections program, he worked on a team engineering a hydropower-driven water purification system. Also, he spent a semester abroad in London, helping broaden his perspective on sustainability and markets. After graduation, Colin plans to channel his background into sustainable finance and tech-driven green startups. Congratulations, Colin. Nicholas Alexander Nees. Nick is a double major in computer science and environmental science and policy. Through Bus Connections, he helped lead the Health and Environmental Scholars Program, which conducts research on and supports the development of students' scientific identities. He studied sustainable development in Copenhagen and completed an immersive climate resilience course in Puerto Rico. Nick served as a Green Devil intern and co-president of Duke Energy and Climate Club, and was recognized in multiple national climate startup competitions. After graduation, he will join DESRI in Denver as a rotational analyst. Congratulations. Chibuke Okafor. Chibuke is a climate scholar majoring in environmental science and policy. During her undergraduate career, she was an orientation leader for Project WAVES, mentored with the Health and Environmental Scholars Program, and worked at the Duke Gardens as a Green Devil intern. She spent her senior year conducting research for her senior thesis with the Emmanuel Lab on tree mortality in North Carolina's coastal forests and wetlands. After graduation, she plans on pursuing a career in environmental research, conservation, and hydrology. Congratulations. Aaron Siegel. Aaron majored in environmental science and policy and received a certificate in energy and environment while also pursuing an MEM degree in energy economics and policy at the Nicholas School. He was a Nodal Scholar and a Rachel Carson Scholar, where he researched marsh migration and urban development trends. This summer, he will work in power market operations in New York with DESRI, a utility-scale renewables company. In the fall, I am very lucky because he will return to Duke to continue his research in electric power systems at the Grace Lab. Congratulations, Aaron.
Thank you.
Neha Soman. Neha pursued a double major in economics and environmental science and policy. She was a member of multiple on-campus organizations, including Duke Impact Investment Group, Business-Oriented Women, Muse Magazine, and Sustainable Duke. She plans to pursue a career at the intersection of sustainability and finance. Congratulations, Neha. Griffin Daniel Storm. Griffin completed dual majors in environmental science and policy and public policy. He's passionate about improving access to safe water and sanitation for all people. While at Duke, Griffin spent his summers in Kenya, Puerto Rico, and London working on water issues. He plans to pursue a career in international policy and development. Congratulations. Rigby Sadowski Adams. Rigby is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Sciences. While at Duke, he was a keen member of the Duke Club squash team and was the founder and chairman of DUKC, the Duke United Kingdom Club. After graduation, he is looking forward to working in Montreal for an iron mining company. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Professor. Thank you. Wonderful.
Sydney Tomlak. Sydney is an environmental science and policy major with a biology minor and a markets and management certificate. At Duke, she served as president of the Duke Sustainable Athletics Group and later as a Green Devils Athletics Climate and Sustainability intern. She was also a Chapel Scholar, a Team Impact representative, and a member of Duke's volleyball team. and studied abroad in Barcelona. After graduation, she will move to New York City to work as an account executive at a software startup company. Ella Stryker Harding Weinstein. Ella pursued a major in environmental science and policy with a minor in philosophy. Her senior year, she wrote a thesis titled Assessing the Environmental, Social, Economic, and Political Barriers to Rare Earth Element Mining in Greenland. She's grateful to Duke for its incredible opportunities and lifelong friendships. After graduation, she will conduct forest conservation and restoration work in national forests around the United States. Congratulations, Ella. Chloe Young. Chloe is an environmental science and policy major with the Innovation and Entrepreneurship Certificate. While at Duke, she served as the co-executive director of Energy Terminal, taught a house course called The Art of Conversation, and engaged in field work through Duke Engage Puerto Rico and the Lumbini to Lomanhahan transect in Nepal. She's also a climate scholar and has done research with the Planet Lab for 3 years, most recently focusing on anticipatory finance. After graduation, she will be in New York City working as an energy analyst at the consulting firm Baringa. Congratulations.
Good morning, I'm Jim Clark. I'm pleased to present to you the graduates for environmental sciences. Will the environmental sciences graduates please gather at the right side of the stage? It looks like maybe you're there already. Following graduates are receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in environmental sciences. Jean Chung. Jean has a double major in biology and environmental sciences and policy. During her time at Duke, she conducted research in the TIG lab at the Duke School of Medicine, where she studied the effects of ozone exposure on lung inflammation. Following graduation, she'll attend medical school and plans to pursue a career at the intersection of medicine and public health. Jean, congratulations. William Creamer. William is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Environmental Sciences and a minor in Economics. This year, he served as Executive Chair of the Student Organization Finance Committee, leading a team of 17 undergraduate students responsible for allocating a $1 million budget to student organizations across campus. At Duke, he also mentored first-generation college students and served on the Financial Economics Student Advisory Committee. After graduation, William will join Morgan Stanley's Leveraged Finance Group in New York, where he will cover transportation, policy, power, and the energy sectors. William, congratulations. Michael Keel. Michael is an environmental science major at Duke University with minors in biology and chemistry. He served as president of Duke Simple Charity, worked as a resident assistant, and was involved in the Duke overdose prevention efforts. Through his graduation with distinction research in the Levin Lab, Michael studied how environmental contaminants affect neurobehavior. He also participated in a Bass Connections project studying mental health policy and potential patient data prediction. He's passionate about the intersection of environmental health and medicine. After graduation, he'll be applying to medical school with the intention of becoming a primary care physician. Congrats, Michael.
Thank you so much.
Sarah Elizabeth Coleman. Sarah is a marine medicine science scholar majoring in environmental science with minors in chemistry and political science. Through the bioremediation of plastic pollution Bass Connections team, she spent the last 3 years researching plastics and human health with a focus on nanoplastics at the cellular level, culminating in her thesis for which she earned graduation with distinction. She's passionate about her community, serving as an orientation leader for the Project Wild and student director of service and social justice at the Duke Catholic Center. After graduation, Sarah will work at the Duke Pancreatic Cancer Research Laboratory before pursuing medical school. Congratulations, Sarah. Well done. Ella Tallett. Ella is majoring in environmental science with a minor in chemistry. While at Duke, she participated in Club Run, Club Tennis, and the Muse publication. Senior year, she worked in the Carson Lab researching the causal impacts of land use and aerosols on temperature. She's looking forward to continuing research through the Energy, Environment, and Chemical Engineering PhD program at Washington University. Congrats. Kind of interesting during the pictures to see who stands up. See, oh, that's who knew? Abby Walden. Abby is an environmental science major with a gender, sexuality, and feminist studies minor. They worked on the Duke campus farm and conducted their thesis on the impact of the farm's regenerative practices on microbial activity and nitrogen availability. She spent a semester in Ecuador, and we're also a member of the Club Triathlon, a P-Wild orientation leader, and active in Durham Mutual Aids Project. They plan to pursue a path at the intersection of farming, food sovereignty and justice, and abolition work. Congrats, Abby. Great job. Congrats to all our BS graduates.
Hi, I'm Dr. Megan Dunphy-Daly. I'm the director of the Duke University Undergraduate Research Scholars Program and Associate Dean for Experiential Education and Undergraduate Research. Today, I'm excited to recognize our graduating undergraduate scholars. This program's goal is to train the next generation of leaders in climate science and marine science and conservation through faculty-mentored research, experiential learning, and professional development. The undergraduate scholars wear a teal cord to represent their dedication to be the next climate and marine conservation leaders. They will also each receive a graduation gift acknowledging their accomplishments. While we have scholars across many majors at Duke, today we would like to acknowledge our Rachel Carson scholars graduating from the Nicholas School. Please stand when your name is called and remain standing. Samantha George. Lizzie Glazer. Ruth Havener. Kira Lichtenfeld. Drew Runkta. Aaron Siegel. And Thomas Tianrui Tan. Congratulations. You may now be seated. We would like to now acknowledge our scholars in marine medicine graduating from the Nicholas School. Please stand when your name is called and remain standing. Hannah Beachy. And Sarah Elizabeth Kuhlman. Congratulations. You may now be seated. We would now like to acknowledge our climate scholars graduating from the Nicholas School. Please stand when your name is called and remain standing. Chubake Okafor. Josh Guzman. And Chloe Young. Congratulations. You may now be seated. We're so proud of all of you. The accomplishments of all of our graduates within the Nicholas School, within Duke's boundaries, and around the world is clearly amazing. Let's have a round of applause for these phenomenal students. In addition, some of these students have gone above and beyond in other ways while here on campus, and we want to recognize these graduates with special awards, beginning with graduation with distinction. Will all students who earned graduation with distinction please stand when your name is called? Be sure to turn and wave to all of those here supporting you today as we celebrate this impressive accomplishment. The Graduation with Distinction program recognizes students who demonstrate academic excellence through the successful completion of a senior thesis based on substantive research projects, over and above requirements for their major. Students earning this honor wear a green honor cord. Each student has also received a Graduation with Distinction gift. As I say your name, please stand and then be seated. The graduates receiving Graduation with Distinction in Marine Science and Conservation are Hannah Beachy. Altered lipid metabolism pathways enable hypoxia tolerance in goose-beaked whales, supervised by Dr. Jason Samarelli. Jane Curry, investigating the larval eastern oyster mortality and sublethal responses to acute heat stress, supervised by Dr. Juliet Wong. Samantha George, investigating the dual impacts of the parasitic boring sponge and acute thermal stress on eastern oysters, supervised by Dr. Juliet Wong. Lizzie Glazer, disturbing the sanctuary, anthropogenic noise disrupts humpback whale song and alters dive behavior, supervised by Megan Dunphy-Daly. Ruth Havener, using sea urchins to mitigate biofouling in oyster aquaculture, supervised by Dr. Juliet Wong. Kira Lichtenfeld, predicting future distribution of Tamanins bottlenose dolphins based on thermal tolerance and prey shifts, supervised by Dr. Andy Reed. Thomas Tianrui Tan, temperature and symbiotic status drive rates of sediment removal by a temperate coral, supervised by Dr. Brian Silliman. The graduates receiving graduation with distinction in environmental sciences and policy are Chubake Okafor, an isotopic analysis of tree and surface water from Ghost Forest in coastal North Carolina, supervised by Dr. Ryan Emanuel. Aaron Siegel, Combating the Coastal Squeeze, a New Planning Paradigm to Conserve Disappearing Marshes, supervised by Dr. Tibor Vey. Ella Weinstein, Assessing the Environmental, Social, Economic, and Political Barriers to Rare Earth Element Mining in Greenland, supervised by Dr. Jackson Ewing. Chloe Young, Investigating the Validity and Utility of Anticipatory Insurance for Oyster Aquaculture in North Carolina, supervised by Dr. Brian McAdoo. The graduates receiving graduation with distinction in environmental sciences are Jean Chung, Investigating Genetic Susceptibility to Ozone Exposure, supervised by Dr. Robert Teague. Josh Guzman, Ghost Forest Forensics, What Drives Variation in Soil Carbon Emissions in Coastal Forested Wetlands, supervised by Dr. Emily Bernhardt. Michael Keel, Neurobehavioral Effects of Embryonic Exposure to Lead and Benzopyrene in Zebrafish Models, supervised by Dr. Edward Levin. Sarah Elizabeth Kuhlman, Assessing Toxicological Impacts of Chronic Exposure to Low-Density and High-Density Polyethylene Nanoplastics on Human Kidney Cells, supervised by Dr. Jason Samarelli. Ella Tallett, a two-way fixed effects framework to estimate the impacts of urbanization, vegetation, and aerosols on air temperature in North Carolina, supervised by Dr. David Carlson. Abby Walden, Increased Soil Microbial Activity and Nitrogen Availability through 15 Years of Regenerative Agriculture, supervised by Dr. Daniel Richter. Let's have another round of applause for these phenomenal students and their amazing work.
Now, we'd like to honor students receiving our highest departmental awards. There are some surprises with some of our winners. Parents, don't try to look too surprised. Along with the gifts they received today, their names will be recognized in a plaque located in Granger Hall. Students, if your name is called, please come to the stage. I will now present the Thomas V. Laska Award. The Thomas V. Laska Award in Earth and Climate Sciences is awarded annually in recognition of an outstanding student achievement and promise for the future in the field of Earth and Climate Sciences. It was established by Andy and Vera Laska in the memorial of their son, Thomas V. Laska, who was a geology major back in the 1970s here at Duke. This year, the award goes to Bradley Bowen. Bradley couldn't be with us this morning because he's also a double major in statistics, and of course there's so many ceremonies at the same time. However, I had the pleasure of having Bradley in class. He's been an extraordinary student who's always there on time, sits in the front row, is a very keen observer, and as with so many of your remarkable students, his hobby is going around the world and playing pipe organs, as one does. Please, another round of applause for Bradley Bowen.
Uh-oh, I lost my place. I will now present the Marine Science and Conservation Award. The award in Marine Science and Conservation is awarded annually to an outstanding student in recognition of excellence in scholarship, research, and citizenship. The recipient will receive a gift along with a monetary award. This year's award goes to Anna Beachy. I will now invite Dr. Jillian Wissey to come to the stage and share a few words about Hannah.
Hello, I'm Dr. Jillian Wissey. I've had the privilege of mentoring Hannah in the Summer Ellie Lab since January of 2024, and from the very beginning, it was obvious that she was extraordinary. The time between Hannah deciding to do something and actually doing it is basically zero. During her first few weeks in the lab, I was away for field work, and when I returned, she had already figured out an electroporation protocol for generating stem cells, something that people had struggled with in the lab for years. That was only the beginning of her work in the lab. She wasn't afraid of failure, approached challenges with curiosity and resilience. Hannah put many late nights into the lab and churned through experiments, but the depth with which she engages in her work makes her even more remarkable. She's truly a master of biochemistry, which is evident in her research. In her thesis, titled Altered Lipid Metabolism Pathways Enable Hypoxia Tolerance in Goose-beaked Whales, she crafted elegant experiments to elucidate complex molecular processes. She also won an award for Best Oral Presentation at a conference recently for that work. For those unfamiliar with the goose-beaked whales, they can hold their breath nearly 4 hours and dive to 3,000 meters of depth, by which calculations which should not be possible. Similar to the goose-beaked whale, Hannah is exceptionally adept at handling pressure, pushing boundaries, and navigating the unknown. Hannah's studies at Duke were somewhat non-traditional, yet also emblematic of the interdisciplinary nature of the Marine Science and Conservation program. She's passionate about the One Health framework, which recognizes that the health of humans, animals, and the environment are deeply interconnected. This awareness reflected in her coursework and projects exploring issues like human rights, environmental justice, and community engagement. During her time at the Marine Lab, she was involved in the Community Science Initiative, working with K through 12 students to help young people connect with science, conservation, and one another. According to her mentor, Liz DiMattia, she brought energy and kindness into those spaces every day. She began mornings literally with motivational fruit puns that eventually became an entire wall of positivity for summer interns. And as Liz wanted me to say, Hannah really is one in a melon. Hannah has not only raised the bar for other students at Duke, but has helped the people around her rise to the occasion. Working with Hannah has made me a better scientist, and I'm so honored to have been part of her academic journey. So please join me in congratulating Hannah on this award.
The Sarah Lebowski Award is given annually to a graduating environment major in recognition of personal integrity and academic excellence. It was established by Vicki and Peter Lebowski in memory of their daughter, Sarah Lebowski, who was an environment major at Duke in the 1990s. The recipient will receive a gift along with a monetary award. This year we have two winners. It's my great pleasure and honor to announce the first winner of the Sarah Lebowski Award, Nicholas Alexander Neese. And Megan's going to say a few words about Nicholas.
Today I have the pleasure of recognizing Nick Neese, one of this year's recipients of the Lebowski Award. What makes Nick exceptional is not just what he cares about, but what he builds. Nick doesn't experience climate change as an abstract problem. Growing up in Florida, he watched communities adapt in real time. Homes raised on stilts, people adjusting their lives around rising water. And instead of turning away from that reality, he leaned into it. At Duke, that commitment has only deepened. Nick has immersed himself in climate and energy work across disciplines, combining environmental science with computer science to think about solutions that are not just innovative, but scalable. But what stands out most is how he turns ideas into action. As a leader of the Undergraduate Energy and Climate Club, Nick has created spaces where students can engage meaningfully with complex climate challenges, helping others not just learn what to think, but how to think. As a builder, he's gone even further, working to develop a startup focused on accelerating clean energy infrastructure, tackling one of the most difficult and least visible challenges in the energy transition. And in Puerto Rico, through hands-on climate resilience work, Nick experienced firsthand the human impact of unreliable energy, an experience that deepened not only his knowledge, but his sense of responsibility to others. I've had the pleasure of working with Nick through the Health and Environment Scholars Program, and what stands out to me is how intentional he is in showing up for others. He brings the same thoughtfulness and care to mentoring students as he does to tackling big, complex problems. He approaches his work with humility, thoughtfulness, and a genuine commitment to community. Nick is a leader who brings people along with him, someone who is not only driven to solve problems, but to do so in a way that is collaborative, inclusive, and grounded in real human impact. Nick, your work reflects the very best of what this award represents. Congratulations on receiving the Lebowski Award.
Okay, now it is my great pleasure and honor to announce the second winner of the Sarah Lebowski Award, someone who spent and devoted a lot of time and love and academic work to Duke's Farm and feeding communities. Abby Walden. And to learn more about Abby, I'm going to invite Professor Dan Richter, Abby's advisor in her graduation with distinction project.
Good morning, all. My name is Daniel Richter. I'm a professor of soil science. It's my fortune to introduce you to Abby Walden, graduate with distinction, and also a senior thesis that is part of the reason why she got this award, the Lebowski Award, excuse me. What brought Abby and me together was the soil of the southern Piedmont below our feet. You're sitting on it. It's one of the most ancient landscapes in North America. But specifically, it was the soil of the Duke's campus farm, where students like Abby, many of them, 15 classes in a row, have been learning and laboring now, growing carrots, sweet potatoes, tomatoes, okra, miscellaneous greens. But at the same time, they have been feeding and caring for the soil with countless wheelbarrows of compost and organic matter. Abby took the pulse of the farm analytically after 15 years of this repeated labor by countless students whose names are only in our lists of alumni. We don't know them. They were volunteers to begin this farm 15 years ago. But she estimated how this student labor and care have regenerated the nitrogen cycle. She's a scientist. And the metabolism of the farm soil. Yes, soil is alive. It has a metabolism just like you and me. It breathes, and Abby measured it, documenting the greatly increased depth to which plant roots and microbes are growing. But Abby is a student, a graduate, who is full of all kinds of potential. And may I ask a small and earnest request that you stay in touch for I want to very much hear about your future adventures and accomplishments, even if it's in our backyard. Thank you.
Okay, I promise we're getting close to the end, folks. The Duke University Alumni Association recognizes graduating students from across campus with the Forever Duke Student Leadership Award. Students who win this award embody the Forever Duke spirit in their service to the university. Recipients are individuals of high integrity who have done great things not only at Duke, but for Duke, and who exhibit qualities worthy of the award. They are strong advocates for the Duke community. They embody Duke's principles of knowledge and service to society, and they are leaving Duke a better place than they found it. It is my extreme pleasure to announce that we have 2 Forever Duke Award winners here with us today. For our first winner, will Drew Vrunkta please come to the stage? Today, I have the pleasure of recognizing Drew Vrunkta, this year's recipient of the Forever Duke Award. What makes Drew exceptional is not just how much he does, but how he thinks. When he sees a problem, he doesn't complain about it. He doesn't wait for someone else to fix it. He builds something that works. A simple conversation with his academic dean revealed how much time was being spent answering the same student questions about policies and registration. Most people would nod sympathetically and move on. Drew taught himself how to code and created what is now known as the Duke Wizard, an AI-powered tool that is being scaled across the university to help students access information more easily and equitably. But Drew's impact doesn't just stop with systems. It extends deeply into community. Through his leadership in Duke Conversations, he's created spaces where students, faculty, and university leaders can connect in meaningful ways over dinners, discussions, and shared curiosity. And when he saw opportunities to bring that same spirit to the Nicholas School, he didn't hesitate. He built new programs to strengthen these connections, including initiatives that will continue even after he graduates. And that's the theme you see again and again with Drew. He doesn't just take advantage of opportunities, he expands them. Whether mentoring students for national scholarships or working to create a new postgraduate fellowship so others can follow similar paths, he is constantly asking, how can more people benefit from this? Drew embodies Duke's principle of knowledge and service of society in the most practical and meaningful ways by turning ideas into action that helps others. Most importantly, he does all of this with humility, generosity, and a genuine commitment to making this community stronger. Drew, it was really a pleasure that you walked into my energy economics class a couple of years ago. Duke is better because you are here. I am better for having known you. Congratulations on receiving the Forever Duke Award. Oh, we should take more pictures. Okay, sorry. You think I know what I'm doing here? There's no. Thank you. All right, our second Forever Duke Award winner is Lizzie Glazer. Lizzie, will you please come to the stage? And I invite my colleague Megan Duffy-Daly to come up and say some words about Lizzie.
Today I have the pleasure of recognizing Lizzie Glazer, one of this year's recipients of the Forever Duke Award. As Lori mentioned, this award honors students who leave Duke better than they found it, and Lizzie has done exactly that. What makes Lizzie exceptional is not just what she has accomplished during her time here at Duke, but how she brings people together. She sees potential, not just in ideas, but in communities, and then turns that potential into something real, usually on a very ambitious timeline. As president of the Duke Sustainable Ocean Alliance, Lizzie didn't just lead meetings or organize events. She created something entirely new. She founded Duke's first Summit for Ocean Stewards, bringing together students, faculty, alumni, and global leaders in ocean conservation. What started as an idea became a conference with over 300 participants. And knowing Lizzie probably now involves a very complicated and organized spreadsheet. This conference is now a lasting platform for collaboration and learning at Duke. But Lizzie's impact goes far beyond large-scale initiatives. It is just as powerful in the way that she shows up for individuals. Through her leadership in the Health and Environment Scholars Program at Duke, Lizzie has dedicated countless hours to mentoring high school students in Durham. I've been really impressed because Lizzie doesn't just teach them science, she helps them see themselves in science. She creates spaces where students feel confident, supported, and capable of pursuing paths that they may not have thought were possible. And that's what defines Lizzie's leadership. She doesn't just create opportunities, she expands access to them. I've had the true privilege of working very closely with Lizzie during her time here at Duke. What has stood out most to me is her consistency in leadership. Lizzie shows up with the same level of care, thoughtfulness, and commitment in the small moments as she does in the big ones. Lizzie embodies Duke's principle of knowledge and the service of society through action, compassion, and a deep commitment to others. Most importantly, she does all of this with humility, care, and a genuine belief in the people and the communities around her. I'm so proud to be here with you. I can't wait to see what you do next. Lizzie, Duke is stronger because of you. Congratulations on receiving the Forever Duke Award.
Okay. Today, I have the privilege of recognizing someone who has had a truly profound and lasting impact on the Nicholas School and on Duke. Professor Emily Klein, who will be retiring this year after a long and distinguished career. Professor Klein, can you please join me on the stage? Stand right there. I'm going to say lovely things. Dr. Emily Klein's research focuses on the geochemistry of ocean basalts using tools of major trace and isotopic analysis that has taken her on seagoing expeditions to sample and map the ocean floor, something that makes the rest of our field work look a little less adventurous and my work as an energy economist outright boring. Over the course of her career, Emily has been many things at once: a rigorous and respected scholar, a dedicated and thoughtful teacher, and a generous and steady colleague. But if you ask her students what stands out most, they'll tell you it's the way she shows up for them, again and again, with high expectations, deep care, and a belief in what they are capable of becoming. Emily has helped shape how we teach at the Nicholas School. Long before interdisciplinary became a requirement in every strategic plan, she was already doing it, bringing together earth science, field-based learning, and real-world problem solving in ways that challenge students to think differently and more expansively about the world. And she didn't just do this in her own classroom. She helped build and strengthen the undergraduate program as a whole, quietly, consistently, and with real impact over many years. Together with Dr. Josiah Knight at the Pratt School of Engineering, she also founded and led the undergraduate certificate in energy and the environment, training students across arts and sciences and engineering to tackle complex interdisciplinary energy challenges and solutions. It is fitting, then, that today we recognize Emily with something that reflects both her work and her legacy. I have here a plaque, whoops, I'm going to hand it to you now, that was crafted from one of Duke's legacy trees that stood on West or East Campus for nearly a century and whose wood was preserved in their passing as part of the university's story. That feels right, because Emily's impact here is very much like that, rooted, enduring, and woven into the fabric of this place. Emily, in recognition of your extraordinary contributions to undergraduate education, literally thousands of students you've taught dynamic oceans, thousands of students. and dynamic earth to this school. It's my honor to present to you this plaque. I already did. And thank you on behalf of all of us for everything you have given to Duke. I'm also truly delighted to share that beginning next academic year, we will establish the Emily Klein Award for Excellence in Undergraduate Teaching, a recognition we all felt was a fitting tribute to the standard of excellence you have set and the legacy that you leave behind. Emily, thank you for your scholarship, your teaching, your leadership, your friendship to me personally, and your lasting legacy.
Thank you. That was gorgeous. You're the best.
No, wait. You got to come over here for a photo. Right before, in addition to the plaque, Emily has retired to the great city of New York, where she's helping raise grandchildren. Come visit her. You will have in your inbox later this afternoon also a Broadway gift card so that you can take one of your children out to a show. All right. Is it still me? No, somebody else. Excellent.
And I'm here to wrap up, okay? So we'll make this quick. Okay. As we conclude our ceremony, I want to congratulate once again all our graduates on their accomplishments and wish them well in the next chapter of their lives. Parents, as you let them go from your home 4 years ago, we as faculty let them go with some sadness, but with also great pride. Thank you. Lastly, I want to thank again the many staff who are here spending time outside of their normal job duties to help our ceremonies run so smoothly. Thank you very much. Family and friends, please join us at our reception on the patio outside of Wilson Recreation, right out the doors. We have worked hard to make this a sustainable event, and all reception items are compostable. Please note the designated composting stations. Graduates, before you run away, please convene at the front stage to take a group photo, and afterwards, please pick up your gift at the table at the back of the gym as you exit the building. This concludes our ceremony. Thank you very much.